Hi everyone, David Sod here from Skyjems.ca. Thank you all so much for joining me. I have on the turntable an absolutely magnificent 3.73 carat GIA certified emerald. Absolutely a stunner. As you can see it coming around again, this is a mouth-watering stone. You can see that color is, near perfect. The saturation is incredible. Take a look at that as it's coming around. And this is a stone that is going to make an incredible piece of jewelry. If you are looking at having a piece of jewelry made, I would love to be the one to do it for you. You can reach out to me at david@skyjems.ca. Send me some photos of what it is you want to make, and I can get you a quote on that. This particular gem, and I know that you've probably heard me say this about other stones, but that's because I buy a lot of engagement ring gems. This is an engagement ring gem. And people sometimes ask, oh, are emeralds okay to make engagement rings out of? Well, yeah, absolutely. Emerald engagement rings have been worn for, many centuries, if not millennia. In Europe, up until about 100 years ago, pretty much all aristocrats and royalty that were giving engagement rings, because that's who was giving engagement rings. Engagement ring is a very old idea. It just wasn't done by everybody until about 100 years ago. But they had believed in colored gems as engagement rings. Most popular were emerald, sapphire, and ruby. So this is a gorgeous stone. We're going to make a fantastic engagement ring. Like I said, david@skyjems.ca, and I can get you a quote on what we would charge to make that for you. As you can see, the clarity is unbelievable. It's a luminous gem, has amazing color to it. It looks like there's a light inside it, and this is just gonna really impress the heck out of absolutely anybody who sees it. Even when I bought this gem, I know I looked at it and said, "Whoa, that is a nice stone." This is the kind of gem that sticks with you. And just a wonderful piece. Gonna make a marvelous piece of jewelry, and it was really a grand gem. Now, as I had mentioned earlier, the gem does have a GIA certificate with it. You can view that, as well as some more photos of the gem, as well as a full description of the gem, as well as the ability to purchase it on our website via the link in the video description. Be sure to check that out. This video is embedded in that listing as well, so you can go there, continue to watch this video as you take a look at some of the pictures and the certificate and full description. I've now taken the gem off the turntable and put it into a pair of tweezers for you. This is so you can get a really close-up look at it, see just how clean it is, right? I was telling you how clean it is. Obviously, there are eye visible inclusions. This is an emerald. Emeralds have eye visible inclusions. The Rockefeller emerald, 18 karat stone that sold for $5.5 million US a few years ago, had eye visible inclusions in it. The inclusions are actually caused because there's three main reasons that emeralds have inclusions, that all emeralds have inclusions. And that is that one, the elements that come together to give you an emerald. First off, they shouldn't even come. They shouldn't even be. There should not be emeralds. Essentially, emeralds are exceptionally rare because they shouldn't even exist. The elements that combine to make emeralds, beryl and chromium and or vanadium actually occur at different depths inside the earth, and it's only through massive seismic upheaval that they're brought together. So that massive seismic upheaval obviously takes a toll on the beryl when it's in the earth and when the crystal is formed or partly formed. Then when the chromium and or vanadium come into are introduced into the beryl as it's growing, into the crystal as it's growing, the chromium and vanadium have a very different molecular size than beryl does. So what ends up happening is that at once introduced, as the crystal continues to grow, more stress is put on the crystal. And the last reason is that emeralds are almost all found in hard rock deposits. which means that they have to be, blasted, or drills need to be used to pull them out, get at the veins, and that is the third reason that emeralds have a shock to them and whatnot, and end up with these cracks and fissures and inclusions. Now, what we do to make those a little bit more appealing to the eye is we will put colorless oil in, and this has minor clarity enhancement, which is usually what people consider untreated, but it is still treated. Now, colorless oil enhancement is something that again, that Rockefeller emerald that the Harry Winston company bought for $5.5 million US had clarity enhancement in it. And actually, clarity enhancement's so accepted because it's been going on for at least 2,000 years, because Pliny wrote about clarity enhancing emeralds about 2,000 years ago, and it wasn't a new process at the time. And emeralds are really quite special because they're such an ancient gem. They shouldn't even exist, like I was saying earlier on. And they are loved by, more or less every culture anywhere in the world. People believe in emeralds as a valuable item. So this is something that is, just incredible. And although this is definitely not a cheap stone, as a per carat, it's getting up there. But it's absolutely an incredible value, right? And I say all the time, cheap gems aren't nice and nice gems aren't cheap. But the value proposition with this is absolutely incredible. I know there's, go out. I encourage you, go out, look around, see what people have. Nobody's going to have a GIA certified emerald, F1 that looks like this for this kind of price. And if they do, and then they have a 10-second video and they're not really showing you much about it, you might want to ask a couple of questions. Say, hey, can I get a little bit longer video and get a better look at that gem? The reason I do, and I know people sometimes say, oh my gosh, your video was 12 minutes long or 15 minutes long. I see we're at about 7 or 8 now. And, the reason is that I make returns incredibly easy. We have a 30-day money back, no questions asked, money back guarantee. You can just tell me, hey, I didn't like it, send the gem back, we're good to go. And, that's kind of that, right? So, like I said, 30-day money back guarantee. I want to tell you all about the gem because I do make it easy for you to return them. Now, if you would like to see this gem in person or any of the other stones that we have, like to come in, I'd love to have you. We are by appointment only, so please reach out to book an appointment. You can email me at david@skyjems.ca or phone me during regular business hours, 647-436-7733. Thank you all so much for watching. Have yourself a great day, and don't forget to tell your friends about skyjems.ca. Bye for now.